Well, hello there. Welcome to Stamp with Barb. It's World Card Making Day. And I have a beautiful card to share. You can see the items there that we're going to be using. So as people are jumping on here, because this is one that you can stamp with me if you'd like, I want to make sure that we take a second to let a couple people join and then we'll get going. Sorry about the glare on the stamp case, but I can't fix that. I haven't figured out how to fix that. So anyway, welcome if you're just joining. If you're coming on as a replay, make sure to share that with me. I hope that this is something fun for you to do. This is a wow card. I think is a wow card. We'll be doing this in just a second here. I'm just getting this shared over to my group page where so many people have joined, and get that shared over there. Perfect. Now I can see your comments. Beautiful. Well, if you are just joining me, let me know that you're here. Looks like I have Lynn and Debbie. I can see you two. But yeah, we've got some fun stuff on this card. And we'll get started here in a second. So now, I don't know if you'll be stamping right along with me, if you're going to go back and take the measurements and watch that. But here are lots of the items that we're going to use. And so to get started, I'm going to move these things out of the way. There's different steps that we have to take in making this card. So, all right. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Just going to kind of move these things out of the way. We're going to take it step by step and make this card together. It's beautiful. All right, I'm going to move my color out of the way. Move the stamp set over here. We don't need that for the moment. And all my other goodies. So when you make this card, what we have here, put all the measurements in there, but we are using Coastal Cabana. All right, and this card, the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to use our layering oval dies. I mentioned that you need that. So here's our mine. And they have some beautiful scallops. We're only going to use one, and I will be honest with you, don't know the exact size from within the package, but it's pretty big. And what we're going to do is you need to take both of your pieces. This is your 4 by 5 1/4. If you're just jumping on, please let me know that you're here. Okay, so what we're going to do is I want you to take that piece and you're going to, I don't know if it's easy to see here, but you're going to take this and you want to layer this because this is going to layer on top of here. And we're going to cut these out at the same time. We need the oval through both pieces, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in, I'm going to get this back in just one second. This is our cut and emboss machine. I'm going to bring this in and share it with you. Hopefully you'll be able to see it okay. But basically it stores very nicely and the sides come down. See that? You got two sides there. Looks like we're only going to show you the one side, the way I've got the camera set up. Okay, so what we need to do is we're going to get all of our pieces together. The new machine comes with these plates and they have the numbers, so you know what you're supposed to be doing. So right here it tells you if you're using dies, you need to use plate 1, 2, and then 2 of the 3s, which are the clear ones here. So I have my first one is number 1 right there. Okay, lay that down. Then you need number 2 because you need a little bit thicker than what that gives you with number 2. Then you need the number 3. And that's this one here, and I'm gonna just lay that in here. Then we want to take our card pieces. So if you're just joining me, we're putting this card together here. Thank you for joining. Make sure to let me know that you're here with a little comment. And you can share this video. This is going to be a wow card for sure. All right, so what I want to do is get my oval right centered into my layers. So I've got my layer on top of my base. Okay, now you don't want to fold this because that's going to cause it to cut through. So you need to lay this, your layered piece like this. And there is a magnetic plate that comes with the new machine. I just don't have it yet. So that is why I'm not using the magnetic. Okay. All right. So there we go. Got my oval in place. Now I'm going to make my sandwich. So this is the other number 3 that they tell you to use. And I'm going to lay that on top and hold my oval in place. And then here we go. We're just going to run this through. Sorry if it bounces the camera a little bit. Okay, there we are. Move this over out of the way now because we are done for the moment. And then I'm going to pull this out. And there's my oval. All right. You can use this piece for something else at a later date. Actually, 2 pieces. So it's important you do this before we do our next step. And our next step is actually using this Dainty Diamonds embossing folder on this top single layer that we have done. And you want the raised edges coming towards you, so you make sure that the Stampin' Up! Is facing up. I'm just going to lay this down in here and center it. Okay. Now, this is one of the little bit thicker embossing folders. And again, the machine tells us what we need to use to make this work. So let me get this here. Number 1, it says insert embossing folder hinge first, which means where it doesn't open. Hey, Deborah, thank you for joining. All right, so we are getting ready to emboss. So we need number 1. Okay. And we need, this is considered the 3D, which is thicker. So all I need is number 1 and number 4. Number 4 is this one right here. See there? All right. Here we go. Lay this on top of there. And we are going to run that through. That's what you need to use those 3D embossing folders. Sorry you're bouncing. And okay. There you go. So we are now completely done with the cut and emboss machine. All right, look at this magic coming out of here. It's beautiful. Can you see that? If you have this folder, you will know what I'm talking about. All right, that is done. We had to get that part done first. Okay, here we go. we're going to start stamping. So I'm going to pull in my cut and emboss, or not, my sponge mat, because we're using polymer stamps, which I recommend always using the mat when you're doing polymer. Let me make sure I'm in the screen here. Yep. Okay. All right. So this is the card base. We're going to put that aside for a second. Here is our color palette, which I shared, I believe. And it is Bermuda Bay, Coastal Cabana, Granny Apple, and Mango Melody. All right. So let's get stamping. How many of you have the beautiful friendship stamp set? It is absolutely gorgeous. It is one of my favorite. I've mentioned several times, if you watch me, if you're on my Stamp with Barb channel or Barb Writer on YouTube, you'll hear me say how much I love flowers. And the reason for that is because flowers can go for any occasion, whether it is birthdays, sympathy, celebration, thinking of you. So you got to have those flower sets, right? Okay, so another piece that I had you cut out if you're stamping with me is the Whisper White. And this actually, I believe, was 7.5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7.5 by 5. And then you're going to score that at 1, 2, 3 3/4. Yes, 3 3/4. So basically in the middle. Fold it over and score it. Okay, now this is the tricky part. We are so used to just stamping like this. This one you're going to do just the opposite. It's got to fold this way, okay? Make sure that when you're opening the card, it's opening to the right, not the left, okay? So that is going to go here, and we are going to start stamping. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Coastal Cabana. That is going to be used with this really big flower. I don't know how well you can see that, but you're going to use the big one. Let me find my stamp case. I just want to make sure that you're using the right one. This is the big hydrangea looking one, which is here you go. This one right here. This is what you want, okay? So, I'm going to ink that up full strength. This is one of those distinctive sets too, where they look very real. And again, it's going to look like you don't have all the ink on there on some of it, but it's inked up. You're going to take that and you're going to stamp that right in the middle of your card, just like that. Okay? See the variation in the color? It's gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to clean as I go here, okay? That's the first step. Okay, second step is just to fill in. That's what we're doing. We're filling in. So I'm going to leave that open here and kind of move it over a little bit. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Mango Melody, and we're going to use this rose right here. That's the next step. So I am going to ink that up. Going to stamp one right there, ink up again. I'm going to go right here, and we are going to stamp one more right here. It's okay that it overlaps a little bit. It's not a problem. I'm doing it in odd numbers, okay? And so that's what you want to do. Okay, now next we are going to take this piece right here, this one. We're going to use Mango Melody, except we're going to stamp off. Okay, let me put this over here. So take this and stamp it off. I didn't do very well on that because I hit my sponge or my mat. Okay, stamp off. There we go. Now I'm going to add that in here as a lighter color. Okay, stamp off and stamp, ink it up, stamp it off, add it in there. Okay, and I think I'm going to add one more just to give it an extra color over there. Okay, looks kind of weird right now, but wait till you see it done. It's gorgeous. Okay, there is that one. Okay, hopefully you guys are stamping with me. I hope so. All right, I'm going to close up the Mango Melody for the moment. And then the next color I'm going to use is the Granny Apple Green. Actually, I'm going to close this one up. Coastal Cabana. Granny Apple Green, and we are going to use the next stamp, which what I've chosen is this leaf right here. That's the leaf I'm going to use. And here we are. So I'm going to take this one, ink it up, and I am just going to put it in all these spots. wherever I can fill it in. Okay. The idea is to get that color all over. I'm going to stamp one more right here. Now, before and since I stamped it once, actually I'm going to ink it up again, stamp it off because I had a little corner or something there. And then I'm just going to take and then fill in different spots. So ink it up, stamp it off, ink it up, stamp it off. Okay, and then I'm just going to go back. I'm just going to add and fill that in wherever I kind of want to. And actually, I think I'm going to come up another color lighter there. Let me know if you're stamping with me or if you're just observing. All right, let's see. Who else has just joined me? Make sure to give me a comment. All right, there we go. All right, that's what we've got so far. It does look a little weird, but I promise this is going to be beautiful. So the next thing is we are going to take that darker color, which is Bermuda Bay. We are going to take that color and use that one with this piece, this kind of fluffy one right there. That's the next stamp you want. Okay. All right. Ink it up. Bermuda Bay is the darker color, so we are going to take that and just, again, you're just kind of filling that in wherever you want it to be, giving some extra in there. I think I'm going to do one more. Where? How about right there? Kind of over layering on some of it. Okay. All right. And then I think, just because, I think I'm going to take, I didn't put this one on on anything yet, but I think I'm going to take this one. I think I want to stamp this right in the center to give a just a little different look right in there. Let's see here. You don't have to. This one is just an added thing here. There we go. Yeah, I just want that little bit right there. Okay, that's it. That's what I'm doing there. Okay. You can make, everybody's is going to look a little bit different. All right, I'm going to close these ink pads so I don't get it all over me. And we're going to do the next step. Okay, we're going to pull the Mango Melody back in. And I told you to bring a 1-inch strip. We're going to need that. Put this over here to the side. And we are going to use the saying, well, you can use whichever one you want that fits, but I'm going to use So Very Happy to Know You. And Mango Melody is what I'm going to use. So if you're just joining, make sure to go back to the replay and see all the fun stuff that started out. I lied. I'm using a very big congratulations to and best wishes to you. Okay, because this reminds me a little bit of a wedding or a shower card, that kind of thing. So I'm going to ink it up full strength. I'm going to stamp it on the side just to make sure. Yep, that's good. Okay, so I'm going to ink this up. And I am going to stamp this kind of in the middle. Just like that. All right, because the next step is we are going to fit this inside of our oval. This is the fun part, putting it all together. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our oval. This needs to go in the middle, just like that. Okay. So you want to leave a little extra white on this side right here. So go that way. There we go. All right. So I am making sure that it is over to the right a little bit. We're going to put a bow right here. So that's what I want. So what I'm going to do is come in here and kind of, doesn't have to be straight because it's going to be in a layer. So I want that right there. Okay. Perfect. And then come over here, and I'm just going to cut this right on the edge. Okay, just like that. Now, see there, I am a little farther than I wanted to be, so I need to make sure and trim that better. Do a little better job in my trimming there. There we go. All right, that's what we've got so far. Okay, here we are. We are going to put this together. So, see how that's going to go here? So what I'm going to do actually is I am going to, I think the best way to do this is to take my silicone mat. If you don't have a silicone mat, you got to get one. All right, get my stuff started here. Make sure this is on the edge because it's going to, you know, go in there. Make sure I'm right on the edge on this side too, okay? And this is going to get sandwiched right in here so that, let's see here. I want as much as I can over there and there. Am I straight? Nope. Okay, there. Here's what we got. That's what we've got, and I'm not sure if I'm straight. Let's just take a look. It's not too bad. It's a handmade card, right? Okay, so as we keep going here, we're going to make the next layer. So this is actually going to go on top of the top of your card. So again, I am going to take my adhesive, and I am going to put that on the top and the bottom. Oh, Barbara, there we go. There. Roll that up the way I should. Beautiful. You don't want any adhesive here, okay? Because that's going to be in the hole. There. So this is going to get layered right on the top where we cut it out. Whoops, making sure. Oh, you know what I did? Oh, poo. Okay, so I've got to take this off, and it's okay. Make sure that, okay, and here's how I can tell. Because this side is a tad wider than that one, and it has to be the same when I go on that right on top of here. And that's how I had it. So let's change this up. You know what? This is what happens when you stamp live. Live and real. Okay, that is what I need. Okay. See, that's why you need the silicone mat. I didn't put it under me. There we go. All right, so I need a little more adhesive right here so that sticks. Now, what you're doing, see this? You are matching your ovals up so that this is perfectly aligned. That's why you cut them out together to start with. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. That is what you want to do. You see that? See how that's layered just like where we had it. And look at that. You can't see the ugly on the inside. Ha ha ha. All right. We're almost done. Next. Thanks for joining. If you're just joining, hope you go back and watch the replay and see all the fun stuff we did. Here's what we've stamped. All right. So what you're going to do, like I said, this is going to go to the right. We normally want it like this and open up like that. Nope. It's got to go this way. You're going to put adhesive on the back here. Get my silicone mat again. And we are going to put adhesive on this side here. Okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to center this right in the middle of this inside. Okay. There we go. Just like that. So what happens is you close this and look at that beauty. Look at that beautifulness. Okay? But we're not done. A couple more things. We're going to use this polka dot ribbon, And this is a super easy ribbon to use. It's soft and really pliable. You can even dye it whatever color you'd like using our blends or markers, or even running it through the pad like that. But I'm just going to make a quick bow, and you can use whatever ribbon you have. You know, there's some that have the silk with the gold and silver on, or silver trim, I think is the one that I'm thinking of. But basically I'm just tying a cute little bow here, if I can get my fingers going. And this ribbon, it is quite the ribbon. When you tie it and you tie it tight, see, it's tulle, and so it will squeeze up small. I didn't like my bow that I had, so I'm redoing it. Like I said, this is live, and you just never know what might happen when you're live, right? All right, so I'm going to take this. I don't want to pull it too tight. What happened is I pulled it too tight the last time, and I don't want it that super tight. So if I can just get a hold of here, there we go. I want that to be a little more loose, but snug enough that once I get it to where I want it, there we go. I just need a pretty bow. I'm looking for a pretty bow. Hold that down, and then I'm going to pull it a little tighter. All right, finally got it. Okay, so there's my bow. Trim that down a little bit. And you need those glue dots. The glue dots are over here, way over here. Here we are. Here's the glue dots. And again, I always like to just come right in with my bow and put that on the glue dot and then pull that up, and your glue dot sticks to your ribbon. Okay. So that, remember I said we needed to leave a little space over here, and see, get your bow, poof it up a little bit there. Okay, so this is going to go right here on the side, on the white piece. That's why we left a little bit on that side when we stamped it, just like that. There we are. Now, before we're done, we're going to put some Wink of Stella here. Wink of Stella just gives everything that beautiful sparkle. But yes, you want to make it all shine and put some sparkle in there. Okay, so I'm just going to come and use that Wink of Stella. And again, if you need it to get, you need to squeeze it down so that it is nice and sparkly there. Sounds like I need to buy some new. I haven't used it. I mean, I haven't purchased any in a while because I bought a couple. All right, here we go. So I'm just adding some more sparkle. I want this to sparkle right in the middle here, just like that. And you just put that wherever you like it, okay? Squeeze that down and get that going. All right, let me see if I can see my sparkle. Yes. But yes, I can tell that mine is getting down there. Anyway, that just means that it's a loved, well-loved product. Got to buy more. Okay, so there we go. Just getting that sparkle. Okay, there's our card. Now, you could also add some more gems if you want. I don't know if you can see the sparkle, but Wink of Stella makes everything sparkly pretty. But there is your card. Now, when someone sees this, they're going to go, wow, how did she do that? Right? Open it up here, and then you put your saying on the inside, your handwritten saying. Okay? There you are. I love it. Beautiful. What do you think? Let me know what you think. All right. I am going to share a couple other little cards with you. Where are they? So I had, everybody has a different thought on what is a wow card. And I'm going to pull this down. I'm just seeing it come through. But anyway, I'm going to bring this down so you can see it better. But you're going to open it like this and like that. There we go. Hopefully it's in the screen better for you. So wow cards. Here is one. We have these beautiful gold cards and envelopes in the August to December mini. And this is using the same set with some different colors. Purple Posy. This looks like Blackberry Bliss stamped off. Rococo Rose. And looks like some, that might be a different green. I can't tell what green that is. But anyway, and then die cut this piece and put the ribbon behind. And then these envelopes. Look at these envelopes. They're just really gorgeous. But that is a beautiful card. To me, that's a wow card. This is using some of our gold laser cut that is in the annual catalog. And just put those sprigs in there to add that little bit of gold to go with the outside. Okay. Bring that up a little closer so you can see it. Okay, let me show you a couple other cards that people would consider wow cards. Look at this one. This is with the tag buffet, and it spells joy, peace, and happiness. And this is from the Itty Bitty Christmas. And I don't know how well you can see, but it's got some splats of the pool party and the embossed snowflakes. So lots of stuff happening here in this card. But to me, that is also a wow card. There's Winka Stella on here also. That's a wow. Here's Tag Buffet using a little special fold and some designer paper from the Poinsettia designer paper in the August to December catalog. Blends to color. This is All the Trimming, I believe, is the name of the ribbon that comes with the red and the old olive. What do I have next? Oh, here, look, I've embossed the folder that goes with the little polka dots on that card. This one, look at this. This is all using the Night of Navy, or excuse me, the Misty Moonlight, and using the white ink along with the blender pen and creating this 3D effect in here. So to me, that's a wow card. The next one I have is actually a copy out of the catalog, the Idea Book and Catalog. This is using the sunflower, and again, using the white craft ink along with the blender pen, and then the watercolor pencils I used in this one here. And last, this is a special fold, and look at this card. So this will go in a regular envelope. This is using a layered die cut stamp set, but look at this. This card pops up just like that, and it stands. Let me see how you can see it in the camera. Anyway, I'm trying to get it to stand so you can see it, but it does stand. See, it will stand up straight, but there's the front, and then look at the back. Beautiful. My friend Nancy McLean made this card for one of our team swaps. Look at that. So that's definitely a wow card. I hope that you stamped with me. I hope that you can go back and watch the replay if you joined late, and I appreciate you joining and sharing the day with me for World Card Making Day 2020. And if there's any questions I can answer, all the information can be found at my website. Let me grab this here. Is probably the easiest way to do it. You're just going to go to barbwriter.stampinup.net. If you purchase with a host code, you'll go into a drawing. I have some great prizes. It'll be another stamp set for the month of October, but this is good for the whole month of October. Thank you again for joining, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.